talk about short put options. What are they and how do you make money from them? So the way to think about going short is just to think about going long and then kind of flipping it. So a put option is the right to sell a stock in the future. So a put option means you might have the obligation to buy the stock in the future. So if we look at our payoff diagram here, we can kind of look and figure out, well, are we making money or are we losing money? The amount of money that you can make if you're shorting the put is called the premium. A premium is the price that you're charging on the put. Let's stick in a number of $3. So right off the bat, if I am short a put option and it's for $3, I'm going to make $3 premium. That means the other party has to pay for the premium right off the beginning. So they have to pay for the premium of $3. So now next we have to think about whether it's going to be exercised or whether it's not going to be exercised. Well, if looking at a put option, we have to think about you're going to make money. It's going to be exercised if the price of the stock goes down, because it's a right to sell, right? So let's think about what's going to happen. Let's just go for one person at a time. First of all, we're going to focus on this person, and then we'll focus on this person. So if we're long a put, what's going to happen? Well, we're going to pay a premium for $3. Then if we're going to exercise it, that means that we're going to receive the exercise price. We're going to receive the agreed price that we made at the beginning. Receive the exercise price, which in our case is $10. Now let's assume that the price of the stock in the future is some amount over here. Let's say that's 9. So the stock price has gone down to $9 and the time that this put option gets exercised. So that means that we're going to have to pay to get the stock so we can sell it, and that's going to be $9. So we can see that in this case we've ended up with negative $2. That's going to be a negative profit for this person. So now we've done that, let's look at how we're doing with the person who short the put option. Well, they made $3 in the beginning, and now they're going to have to pay the exercise price. That's what they agreed to when they were when they got into this transaction in the first place. And now they have to receive the stock. So whatever the value of the stock is, which in our case is 9, it looks like they made money in this case. They made $2. Now, when you know one, you automatically know the other person, because it's always a zero-sum game. Someone's going to make money, someone's going to lose money. Being short calls, being short puts can be kind of confusing sometimes. You kind of forget who's long, who's short, who's doing what. Am I making money, am I losing money? You just kind of have to work it out step by step. Just break it down into its individual parts. Realize what you're doing at each step and just focus on that. If you try to think about the whole picture at the same time, then you might get a little bit fuddled. But if you just focus on, here's my individual I need to work on. I need to focus on being short and put. I am making money in the beginning from the premium, and then I'm going, if the option is exercised, I'm going to have to pay that amount, and then I'm going to have to receive the price of the stock, whatever that is. And I'm going to end up with some value. Whether it's positive or negative depends on how high and low the stock went. You also need to remember that the only time it's going to get exercised is if the stock price goes down, so that's going to save you some time as well. Let's look at this. Once you understand that, let's now look at the implications of this diagram here. Well, we can see that we can lose money, and but it seems to be at a limit. There's only so much money that we can lose. You can't keep going on down forever. And on the other hand, it looks like we are kind of capped on the amount of profit we can make as well. So let's think about this. What's the amount of profit we're going to make? Well, this number is going to be equal to your premium. That means that you collect the premium and then the put doesn't get exercised. So the most money you can make is $3. So that should be alright. That shouldn't be too complicated. So now how much can we lose? What's the most money that we can lose? Well, we can see that's where S is going to be 0. So let's think about what that is. Let's plug in some numbers and I'll show you exactly what we mean by that. So we have our premium. And we're going to make $3. And now we're going to pay our exercise price, negative $10, and we're going to receive a stock price of $0 because the stock isn't worth anything anymore. The company pretty much went bankrupt. So the most money that we can lose is the value of the exercise price minus the premium, the difference between these two things. So that's kind of a nice thing to recognize there is you're capped on the amount of money that you're going to make, and you're also capped on the amount of money that you're going to lose. You can figure out exactly how that cap is. The most money you can make is the premium, and the most money that you can lose is the difference between the exercise price and the premium that you're going to make. So hopefully that was helpful. It gives you a little bit of an idea, an introduction into what is a short put option, how do you calculate the amount of money that you're going to make, profit from gains, from losses, and whether it's going to be, what is the amount of money you can make from the most, and the amount of money that you can lose from the most.